Jersey crypto here. Skynet, actually Siacoin, was just recognized in one of the most trending topics currently. Who would have thought? Cloud storage. Who was at the top of the list for the 49 companies trending in cloud storage? Amazon. I don't know exactly where Sia Cloud stood in that list, but go on David Vork's page and he retweeted it, or he took a screenshot of it and tweeted it. This is stuff that you can pull off the internet yourselves. I mean, there's a way to see trends. I've been doing this for 3 years now. As far as this current bull market, I started in 2018, late 2018 into 2019. Started investing early 2019. Seeking the trends. Being observant. For instance, on AB2 Marketplace for Algorand, since it's a very young market, I think that their approach is the only way to sell your NFTs right now is to keep minting NFTs, because that's what keeps you on the front page. Now, there are different ways to grow a marketplace, and there's different ways to support the back-end development of the marketplace. Do I think this is the most wise decision? By basically creating basically the only path you could take to trend on AB2 Marketplace is to keep minting. So you want to spread out. You don't want to drop all your NFTs at once. Say you have 100 NFTs made. If you put 100 NFTs into the marketplace all at once, you might get a day or two of people interested. But if you spread it out, it keeps you on the front page. If you go on AB2 Marketplace, you'll recognize what I'm talking about. They don't have a featured page. They don't have, different like categories that you could just go into yet. Now, it's very simple, it's very new, and it is easy to navigate, but it is also easy to, be buried if you are an artist, all the way at the end of the conveyor belt, because it just keeps pushing NFTs in a linear motion deeper and deeper into the site. That's something I noticed. That's something I actually helped out a couple of the projects understand themselves, so that they can help themselves. And that way the platform gets utilized properly, so people aren't just in and out of it. I like to contribute. Now, I also like to recognize the actual function of the marketplace. And the actual function of AB2 is both to support the marketplace and the buyers of the NFTs, but it's putting a little bit of pressure on the artists to keep producing art. And that's the only thing that's going to grow the marketplace. The more NFTs that are available, the more there is to look through. And then eventually they're going to be like, all right, let's make this easier to navigate so that we don't have hundreds of thousands of NFTs just buried by this conveyor belt. So, as a collector of NFTs and using the AB2 Marketplace, which I'm focusing on right now for the Algorand ecosystem, it is part of my duty to help the artists that I'm interested in so that their art performs well, so that it gains value, and I can resell the pieces that I buy just to support them, which appreciates my portfolio to be able to buy other pieces. It's been working out. If you want to get a little bit of information about buying and selling artwork, NFTs, on the Algorand ecosystem, just hit me up on Twitter. I like open conversation. YouTube, the comment section, I mean, it erases comments. Like, I think yesterday I misunderstood someone's comment because it's hard. I mean, anyone can misunderstand a text message depending on the context. I'm deciding the context because I don't see your emotions through a text. So I misunderstood, and then by the time that I figured it out, it was like erasing the goose's messages so that we couldn't even finish the conversation. I don't even know if he wanted to put that much effort into it, but the goose, I do appreciate you, man. I finally understood you weren't directing that towards me. I've made that mistake before with other people. I apologize. I'm human. But again, if you want any info, if you're interested in NFTs and you're interested in being able to navigate the AB2 marketplace, I don't have it 100% figured out, but I'm pretty good at it already. It's been about a week of me, actually buying and selling. Now, there's different reasons to buy and sell. I know I'll get back to Siacoin. I don't know why this is really something I'm talking about right now, but it's new for me, so it just popped in my head. Now, the Algorand NFT marketplace, as far as costs go, it's a very low cost, friendly marketplace to learn from, at the very least. Even if you don't efficiently, buy and flip your artwork, you're able to really buy and test it and understand NFTs for a very low cost. And the thing that I appreciate on the Algorand blockchain is that the gas that you pay for the Ethereum transactions actually dictates how much people can even sell their artwork for, because it costs them so much just to mint it. And then that forwards that cost to the buyer, which these artists don't need to make that much money off of their first minting. They can dictate a percentage of every sale after that. They make money on every sale. So the first sale just gets your artwork out there. It'll allow you to know whether people are buying it to hold it or sell it. And then it will allow these artists to know whether they should keep the cost down so that they can, their artwork can be turned over quickly, or raise your price a little bit, because if people are buying it to hold it, it means they like it and it's more valuable to them than just flipping it. These are all things that I think about. I'm in business myself. So these are the observations you need to make if you're going to get into new markets. This is the same type of stuff that I think about when I got into crypto. Same reason why we wait for things to get onto Coinbase, or we try to invest with them prior to getting onto Coinbase, because Coinbase is pretty much the biggest marketplace as far as the amount of money that's going into it for cryptocurrency. So when you got the most money being able to be invested into the coin, there's the most possibility for that coin to appreciate at a more rapid rate. Now back to Siacoin. The most important thing about Siacoin and Sia Cloud, because it's decentralized, other than, security and, not having someone that's in control of your data, which I think is super important as well, is that any major corporation that has to do with storing people's data can utilize Sia's cloud storage service, and they literally own that. They're like, if they create their own storage on Sia's cloud, like offering storage, they own that. That's their own business within the ecosystem. Now, it's going to feed the ecosystem because it's decentralized. It's going to add liquidity to the coin because it's creating more transactions in the Sia network. But not only that, they can be a front-end offering for these, people that want to store their data and utilize the service and forward all those costs to other people. So Amazon could use Sia's cloud and still be Amazon and forward all those costs to everyone else that's getting paid in order to offer up that storage. Think about that. Imagine Netflix being on Sia Cloud. Imagine YouTube transferring over. All the back-end costs get divvied up to other people. Those platforms can work way more efficiently and possibly monetize more people sooner because it doesn't cost them as much to store your data. So they're not counting as much on the ad revenue to cover all those costs. It's business. And when it makes sense in business, more business comes. So start thinking this way. I'm not going to tell you what to invest in, but these are the things that I consider, and these are the things that have helped me. So I'd like to project these things to other people that can really utilize them appropriately for themselves. Crypto gains, baby! Hit me in the comments.